Hi everyone, my name is Darren, a career coach here at PSB Academy. Today I'll be answering some of the most commonly asked career-related questions that we receive from our students. Okay, so for the first question, what are the basics of an interview? Well, I would say that the most basic thing for you to do for an interview is actually your pre-interview preparation. Alright, so always make sure that you do your research properly about the company, about the job scope, what it's all about, how you can match your actual skills to the job scope. Alright, and never ever be late for an interview. Alright, always arrive early. You never know if you'll be caught in traffic and you have to report late for the interview. Okay? Okay, question number 2. What are some of the questions to ask during an interview? Well, this is something that I always tell my students. While you are interviewing for a job and the interviewer is actually assessing your suitability for a role within the company, you yourself are also trying to decide whether the role is actually suitable for your own career path. Okay, so feel free to ask questions like, what does the interviewer like about his or her job? What are the team culture like at the job? What are the team members or how many team members will you be working with? Okay. Alright, question number 3. What are some of the questions to avoid asking during an interview? So this is actually a very simple question. You do not want to ask questions that might be too self-centered, I would say. Alright, so avoid asking questions like, how many days of leave do I have? How long is my lunch hour? Alright, don't ask questions that might make the interviewer think that you are actually only asking the questions for yourself. Okay, question number 4. How do I overcome interview anxiety? Well, the only practical advice that I can give is for you to practice. Alright, always practice your script before an interview, especially your introduction. The way you actually conduct your introduction can actually set the pace for the rest of your interview. Okay, so always practice and try to go into the interview without the fear of failing. Alright, when you go in with the burden of thinking that you might just fail the interview, this is actually when you actually start to become even more nervous and you might actually lose your focus during the interview itself. Okay, question number 5. So how do I dress appropriately for an interview? Well, the dressing standard for different industries could actually vary. The general rule is to always dress in a business formal. Alright, so that means for the gentleman, a shirt and tie over a blazer and a dress pants. And for the ladies as well, a proper blouse over a blazer and a dress pants as well. Alright, always try to keep your hair neat and tidy. And for the ladies, always put on some light makeup and avoid wearing jewelry that might be too bulky or too shiny. Alright, that might actually distract your interviewer. Okay, and the last piece of advice for the gentleman is that for the length of your tie, always make sure that the tip of your tie is actually in the middle of a belt buckle, somewhere around there. Alright, so if you need a proper picture reference, you can look at the picture over here. Okay, so for the last question, how do I follow up after an interview? Okay, this is actually a very important step to take. Within 24 hours after an interview, always send your interviewer a thank you email. Thank them for their time in interviewing you, as well as to reaffirm your interest in the role. Subsequently, you can always send a follow-up email after around 1 week to check on the status of their considerations, unless they have given you a specific time frame, say they will get back to you after 2 weeks. Then you should always follow the time that they have allocated to you. Okay, so that's the end of our video. Be sure to look out for more of our Ask the Career Coach video series that will be coming out in the near future. If you have any other career related questions to ask, please feel free to contact us through the email provided on the screen. Thank you.